I'm going to step in this greenhouse because I think there's something really cool that might be in here. Now, I'm not sure if there are any in here, but I've seen a couple of these guys in here before. So I'm hoping we can find one. So this is what I was after, and I have to be really, really careful with the tail because the tails are super fragile. This is a lizard, of course. It's called a Mediterranean gecko. And this is one that's native to the Mediterranean, but it has spread over much of the world, parts of Africa, all across the Caribbean. It's in a lot of places. And that's because this is a survivor. This little gecko can live a lot of places and a lot of habitats, and it can tolerate a lot of different temperatures. But our temperature here is perfect for a Mediterranean gecko. Now, if you look at this little one, and by the way, this is an adult. This is as big as they get. They've got these wonderful little bumps on them. And that's really characteristic. None of our native lizards look anything like this. So they're kind of different. Now this one is not nearly as feisty. You know, it's a little bit cool. If this was warmer, this would have been a lot harder to catch for sure. And as I said before, they've got this wonderful tail, and if I was too rough on it, that tail would break off. So I'm trying to be really careful. So one of the really neat things about geckos is a lot of different types of geckos vocalize. And these make kind of like little clicks and chirps. And some of that's for territoriality. So in other words, they're running off other geckos. And I guess really big ones will even eat little tiny ones. So the little guys tend to stay away from the bigger geckos. Now these eat a lot of different things, mostly things like roaches, moths, and stuff like that. And they're actually beneficial in that they eat some of the insects. Of course, they eat any insect, whether it be a beneficial species or a harmful species. So one of the things that's interesting about these as well is they're nocturnal. So you typically see them kind of on your front porch, running around the porch light, catching bugs. But during the day, they have to have a place to hide. And that's what we took advantage of. A lot of times behind boards or cabinets. I even found one, I pulled out a big freezer one time and there was one behind it. So they're gonna hide during the day behind something and then come out at night, especially when the weather's warm, and look for things to eat and look for mates and things like that.